Evening, Bloc Party. Good evening. How are we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. What a day. What an amazing night. Little thoughts. Tulips. Ratchet. The Prayer.
Yeah.
Just a few songs of a now officially outstanding catalogue. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels somewhat surreal. As we were saying, like when we started this, we were kind of very much the music that we liked wasn't kind of music that was recognised on in a platform like this. But it feels, it would be churlish to say that it didn't feel nice to be honoured in front of all your peers and stuff for the music that you've made. So yeah, it's nice. It feels good, and I'm makes me optimistic about the future. And I think that's the most important thing, really. All of this wouldn't mean anything if we weren't focused on going somewhere else.
Well, what can you tell us about that alchemy, that magic, and what it takes to actually make a Bloc Party song?
What does it make?
Or make it into a Bloc Party song?
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, that alchemy is something that is quite.
When someone comes in and says, shoot, it's something you worked really hard
something that's quite intangible. I feel that we all make music, we all do things kind of separately, but I think there's something that happens in a room together when we're playing together, when we're all, just vibing, and there's a spontaneous energy, and I think that's the magic, really, when we're all in the room together putting something out of the ether. That's and it's kind of greater than the sum of our parts. So I realise that now, and I didn't at the start.
Well, it can't be underestimated that bands from your era, a lot of them would be on their second reunion tour by now. A lot of bands from your original era would still be might be on their second reunion tour by now, but you guys have stuck it out. What's the secret to survival, and how does it feel to still be here?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Secret survival. I don't know. I mean, we're lucky, I guess, that we're in a lucky space in our career that we can take. In the beginning, it was a very intense kind of pressurized thing. Like we would make a record tour. Now we all have families. We all have other things that we're doing. So when we get together, it's really because we want to get together and because there's something exciting to do. Whereas I think in the beginning, we just worked so much that it didn't really stop. And whilst I'm thankful that we did that, because it laid the groundwork, now it's being able to have time with our families and do other things, other projects, and then bring it back to Bloc Party. I think that's something that is really invaluable.
And how's it been revisiting Silent Alarm in such depth for these shows and this tour? Has anything rubbed off, or is it just about going back to a place?
No, I mean it's funny. I'm doing all the talking, Russell.
How you doing, Russell? You all right?
Yeah. You're in the zone.
I'm in the zone. Well, do interrupt if you need. I know.
Go on.
If it needs cutting off.
Sorry, what was the question? What was it about?
Revisiting Silent Alarm in such depth, has any of it rubbed off on you, or is it just about revisiting a time and a place?
Yeah, I feel like whenever I would listen to any of our records from the past, I would always hear things I didn't like about them and things I'd like to change. I think because we're doing these Silent Alarm shows now, we did a show in London last year. It was a big kind of homecoming show, and it was like a 25-year. It was a 25-year commemorative show, and I don't know. I think something kind of switched. Whereas before I was always seeing things in the records that I didn't like. Now I'm slightly at peace with the whole thing. Really, it's we've done something great, and it's been recognised throughout the world, and I'm at peace with that now. We did something. We did something, Russell. We did it.
You did something.
we really did.
And what's next? What are you working on?
We're all doing a few things. I'm working on a musical at the moment, yes, and we are working on the next Bloc Party record with a super producer called Trevor Horn, and he's made some of my favourite records of all time. So it's quite interesting seeing what he has to say here. He's been making records for like for like most of his life, for like over 50 years. So
Wow.
So he knows all the tricks. Yeah, and he seems to know everyone as well. He seems to have a story about everyone. So, but yeah, it's a record about. I don't know. I guess it's a record about heartbreak, really. That's the only thing I can say about it at this stage. So yeah, hopefully it will be out next year. But I don't know. We'll see.
Sonically, what's it dabbling in?
Well, what's it dabbling in? I think. I don't know. I mean, I think it's quite. I don't know. I mean, we're only halfway through. We're 6 songs through. I think it feels quite synthetic in places. I mean, the term that we were banding around at the start was kind of disco heartbreak. That was what we were. That was the umbrella. It's kind of morphed into something else. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're only 6 songs in, so it could go completely left. We'll see.
And finally, what's going to happen when you leave this room? You've been mingling, you met Bono, you met Robbie.
My kids go to school with one of mine of E2's daughter's children. So yeah, so it was surreal meeting her here because I see her at the school gates every day. But yeah, I know we're going to meet some friends. I saw I fanboyed. I met Crispin Hunt from the Long Teeth, who I really liked when I was a teenager, and I just told him that, and that was, I thought I'm going to be upset with myself if I don't say this to him, so I did that, and that was quite nice.
Amazing. Bloc Party, congratulations. Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.